Ladies and gentlemen, you can't make this up, and hit subscribe to this channel right now. Share this segment everywhere. I'm reading from the New York Post. So, I'm not making this up. This is not satire, and this is not some kind of Steele dossier nonsense leveled against Trump. This is the New York Post, the same publication that was suspended because they told the truth about Hunter and Joe, and a laptop from you-know-where. This is January 28th, 2023. It's the 29th now, but this is an article. Hunter Biden converted Delaware house with classified documents into home office. So it was a home office for Hunter. Not a problem. Everybody has home offices. They're fantastic, but there's classified data in the garage and elsewhere. Hunter does not have a security clearance. Neither do the people he hung out with or hangs out with. This is a big problem. You can indict based on this. You could send both the president and Hunter to court or trial based on this alone. If that sounds like hyperbole, let's just continue reading. NBC News, Biden's notebooks among items seized by FBI in Delaware home search. New York Post, FBI seized Biden's notebooks. These notebooks were summaries of classified data. Again, I'm not making anything up. It's NBC News, the New York Post, CNN also has the Washington Examiner. Biden notebooks found in bureau search might have referenced classified information. Okay, this is what happened with Hillary's servers also. And I think that she'll be the 24 nominee, by the way, for the Democrats. But that's another story. I don't know why everyone responds with such, frustration or fear when I say that. But anyway, he had a home office in a place where classified data shouldn't be. Classified data from his time as senator also, okay? He couldn't declassify that, Joe Biden. So any defense you want to use, President Obama's executive order allowed him to declassify, that is out the window, okay? You cannot declassify information if you're a senator. That's number one. Number two, if you don't know that you lost the classified data, which Biden is completely clueless on, that's still a crime. The rebuttal that, he was complying and Trump never complied. Trump had a right to negotiate without, the Federal Bureau or whatever raiding Mar-a-Lago. They raided Biden's home and office and other locations without any fanfare or sensationalized coverage. It's spun into, he's cooperating, but we just found out from the New York Post that Hunter converted the Delaware home with classified documents into his home office. Okay, the home office being a place where he's doing business to potentially sell access to the U.S. government. Hit subscribe to this channel right now. Become a member, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to, in this year, I'm going to try to do a number of interviews and collaborations with other YouTubers and other, pretty awesome people on YouTube. I'm going to, look into contacting legendary professional wrestlers, to other YouTube personalities, and I'm looking forward to doing that. I'm probably going to use YouTube Live. And I'm going to spice up this channel and do a lot more things because we have 203,000 subs and I need to do some new things to add some life to the channel, I think, to get us to 300,000 subs. So let me know what you think about that below. Hit subscribe. Go to hagoodman.com to read my writing on The Hill, The Huffington Post, Salon, The Jerusalem Post, The Federalist, and other publications. Sign up to my newsletter there. To my new Patreons, thank you. Your Patreon support is so greatly appreciated. And the super thanks is below next to the like and the share buttons. I'll put the link to the New York Post article. It's really unbelievable. Hunter apparently turned his father's Wilmington, Delaware mansion into a high-powered and possibly compromised home office, wheeling and dealing with some of the same countries whose names have turned up in classified documents recently discovered at the home. He's working to get business deals with countries within that are referenced, that are addressed and discussed within these classified documents. Okay? This is how Pelosi and others outperformed the S&P 500. It's called honest graft. It's really dishonest graft, but this is Tammany Hall, but for the 21st century. He knows information about U.S. foreign policy that nobody else does, Joe Biden. Guess who else almost certainly knew? Hunter. So they're utilizing that information to obtain business deals. This isn't a stretch of logic. He had a home office where the classified data was found. Again, Joe Biden says, well, I didn't even know. He lied about working with Hunter's business associates. This is a clear violation of the law. Nothing Trump did was a clear violation of the law. Kushner and Ivanka and Eric Trump and Donald Trump Jr., they've tried to say, well, they benefited from. I'm not talking about benefiting from Joe Biden being president or vice president or president. You can benefit if you'd like. You can't sell access, and you can't use classified data, and you can't potentially influence U.S. foreign policy. There are emails saying, how can you use your influence on the company's behalf? I mean, it's right there within the emails. We didn't know about that because Twitter worked with the Democratic Party and Democratic Congress people and government agencies breaking First Amendment laws to do what? To suppress the truth about the Democratic Party. And like I say, left, right, center, Democrat, Republican, Libertarian, Green Party, Socialist, Communist, God bless you. I'm not into tribalism. I want everyone to have a wonderful, happy, joyous, safe, and healthy 2023. I wish that for everybody. I come with a unique, distinct viewpoint, and so it's pretty obvious what's taking place. That being said, it's pretty obvious what's taking place. So I want to give love to everybody watching. I'm voting for Trump in 24. I think that it was a moral imperative to have voted for Trump 2 years ago. We're seeing what took place. It is objectively worse in terms of the economy and objectively worse in terms of foreign policy. And part of it could be because you have these schemes that are suppressed from the American people. Okay? Every accusation against Trump is what he could have done, what he might have done. We already know what they did. Hunter got millions upon hundreds of millions of dollars in deals, working alongside Joe Biden. There are people who have stated that Joe was the big man, part of the deals, getting 10%. It's in their own writing. So you have the evidence in a court of law and you have the money trail. And then you have the people. You didn't have any of this. You had no money trail with Trump. You had no evidence with Trump. What you had was allegations and media. And what the Federal Bureau of Investigation would do is that they would use articles that they helped essentially write, according to Inspector General Horowitz, who nobody really quotes correctly. He said there was no documentary or testimonial bias. He didn't say there was no bias. The documentary or testimonial bias would be an admission of guilt signed by all of these bureau agents that despised Trump. That's what they were looking for. Same with the uranium deal. Oh, other agencies signed up. Yeah, who do you think they work for? President Obama. Who do you think allowed Clinton to have servers? President Obama. You think nobody knew that the servers existed? So how do you transfer top secret intel outside the U.S. government onto servers? Again, I think that's a question nobody can answer, nobody has answered, nobody will ever answer. But she'll be the 24 nominee, and I will be the only person. This is the thing. I'm not right about everything. I'm, wrong here and there, but I'm generally right about a lot of the things that I've talked about over the years. That's why the channel has grown to 203,000 subs without any bells and whistles. live stream here and there. And so on a different note, after Google Hangout was no longer around, YouTube stopped that. It was difficult for me to kind of just create, collaborations, because, it's actually easy. It's not the difficult thing to do, but it was super easy with Google Hangout. Now, so they have a new feature called, what did I say, Go Live? Or I even forgot what I just said 10 minutes ago. The new feature. So we'll see. So YouTubers can actually go and have a live stream together. There's a lot of YouTube channels. And I'll be, hopefully, within the next couple of weeks, setting up some really, really awesome collaborations with some really wonderful people that you'll love. But anyway, we all know this. It's not rocket science. There's a money trail. There was never a money trail with Trump. There are emails. There were never emails with Trump. There were people who were willing to testify about business deals. You don't have that with Trump. There are people who are willing to testify against Hunter and Joe who worked with them and who will testify against them. So the indictment could have taken place if you flip the script and Trump had the situation, the political and possible likely criminal situation of Hunter and Joe. He would have been indicted already. So anyway, hit subscribe to this channel, ladies and gentlemen. Huge revelation. I mean, you can't even make this up. He turned Biden's home into a home office, fine, but there was classified data there, and notebooks and other examples of, foul play or criminality were found where the classified data is summarized and almost certainly used to facilitate business deals. That's a huge, huge crime, okay? You're talking about Espionage Act and other statutes also. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe right now. Every day at 8 o'clock and 11 a.m., I'll have videos on this channel. Every single day, 8 and 11 a.m. on this channel. Be here at 11 a.m. Right after the 8. So 8 a.m. and 11. This is the 8 a.m. video. At 11 a.m., I will have a segment also. Please be here at 11 a.m.